Ren Money Ties, he's working with a producer that had previous misunderstandings with a certain producer that might have maybe took one of Ren's amazing songs down. We will not discuss that any further. Check out my past Ren reaction if you want to know what that's all about. Ren actually made a post here that I want to cover right before we do this reaction. For those that don't know, Ren has been struggling with his health again, so I'd appreciate if you can do whatever you can to help him. Go run up his music, like his videos, go listen to the original song before you go get into this reaction. This is going to hurt my viewer retention and how many views I get because I'm taking so long to get to the video, but I thought it was pretty important to say that. Let's get right into the reaction now.
This with contentment is great gain, for we brought nothing into the world, and we cannot take anything out of the world. But if we have food and clothing, with these we will be content. But those who desire to be rich fall into temptation, into a snare, into many senseless and harmful desires that plunge people into ruin and destruction. But the love of money is a root of all kinds of evils. It is through this craving that some have wandered away from the path and pierced themselves with the many pangs of greed.
I like what he's showing on the video as well. He's showing mass pollution, production, doing all these things not for the sake of bettering humankind and moving us forward, but more for personal gain and only monetary gain.
Money makes the world go round. Money makes a pure man lawless, proud. Money makes a man's verb consummate the noun. Cause an action to a thing is inspired by the pound.
Action to a thing, verb, noun. Oh, the metaphor. I love the metaphor already. And what he's saying, I think everyone knows to be true, but people decide not to think about it as much and not to talk about it as much.
Verb consummate the noun, cause an action to a thing is inspired by the pound or the dollar. False prophet, preach profit, and we follow. When the scholar teach dishonor, that's a bitter pill to swallow. The biggest bank robber are the banks and the politicians, but
the biggest bank robber? Yo. Isn't that ironic?
Dishonor, that's a bitter pill to swallow. The biggest bank robber are the banks and the politicians, but judiciary are whores. What a shock. When we lose sight of live and let live, forget your soul is made much richer by the love that you give. If you're living just to make a living, that's all that is. And when you're lying, slowly dying, will you die with a grin? Now they
I love where he uses the word living multiple times at the start and then uses dying multiple times at the end of that little 4-bar excerpt right there, right? He has a lot of quotable moments, you know? If you're living just to make a living, then are you really living? If you're doing everything you're doing just so that you could keep doing it, then there's no actual goal that you're going towards. You're just in this circle where it's like, need to do this for money, need money to keep doing this. And then you just that's your cycle. Where's your fulfillment? You don't have any. And you know, maybe that's the reason why, you know, the rates of depression are higher nowadays. I don't know.
The love that you give. If you're living just to make a living, that's all that is.
We need fulfillment. We need to feel accomplished.
Now digging up the root of evil, money too like a blade. You can slice across the jugular or carve and create. But when the money ain't the means, but the means.
So he's saying you have a knife, but you can choose what you do with it. Again, it's a metaphor with life. You have life. You can choose what you want to do with it. Do you want to cut people up for your gain, or do you want to carve something beautiful for yourself and carve a sculpture, right? Do you want to create, or do you want to destroy?
It's the money.
That's
you start
beautiful.
To compromise ideals for dollars, morals get bloody. Now let me tell you a little story about a boy named Ren, born March 1990 in the Celtic Welsh ends. We didn't have much, but mum and dad, they made enough to put hot meals on the table, fill our bellies full of love. A little sister fell into the picture. Oh my God, we loved her, made our family richer. Then we both got older, world a little colder. Life, it had a way of chipping away at that shoulder. I held her and I told her. Hierarchy, status exists. Sometimes the purity of youth gets snatched, leaving you stripped. You'll learn that love is not enough. It's not a world for a kid. So toughen up and buckle up, because it's bumpy as shit. And
that's basically talking about your childhood being stripped away from you. And unfortunately, this happens to a lot of people. And I try myself to personally stay as curious as just like looking for fun and doing those things as much as I can. But even I see like, hey, I used to love video games. Now I don't play it as much. I used to love learning about space and stuff, and it's fallen down a bit in my priority list nowadays. And it's like, those things that actually bring you fulfillment and bring you joy that you learn when you're growing up, you can't forget that, because that's where you go from happy to depressed, right? Because you don't have something to look forward to. You don't have something to look into, to research, to dive into, to obsess over, whatever it is. It's not as fun if you're not curious. And he's saying, this is something, a conversation I had to have with my younger sister, to tell her, like, hey, try your best not to lose your youth.
Learn that love is not enough, it's not a world for a kid. So toughen up and buckle up, because it's bumpy as shit. And there'll be those who take advantage of the light in your soul. And there'll be times you feel the cup you're filling leaking with holes. And that dark can get much darker, we all must grow old. But listen up, my little sister, hold these words to your close. Keep that kind heart kind, humankind are in need. Never ever let this world make you bitter like me. Because this world needs love, and love it leaks from you, see. Sis, this world needs light, and you're the brightest I see your wings have feather more than ever. Mine were torn by my oppressor. Sickness scorn me, but whatever. By your side we fly together. Give me.
By your side we fly together. He's like, hey, my wings have been cut because I've lived long enough to go through the harshness of this world. Eventually it gets to you and it cuts your wings. And he's saying, hey, I've had all these things happen to me, sis. Let's keep your wings intact. And when you fly, we can fly next to you, right?
Feather more than ever, mine were torn by my oppressor. Sickness scorn me, but whatever. By your side we fly together. Give me flight when I could never. A releasing of the pressure, and the pressure makes a diamond. I will shine with you forever. Fuck greed, fuck depression, fuck bullies, fuck the jealous. Fuck every man who made you feel less than a treasure. And fuck a world that makes us feel small. Fuck the forces that divide us. Now's the time to stand tall, because money makes the world go round. Money makes the sick boy sicker somehow. Money gets a man mug punched in his mouth. Money run the gang thug, drug money plow. Money makes open case close. Money bend law, make war, make goals. Money gives a poor man hope. Money saves lives, takes lives, money both. Money isn't, money's just that. Money's just a concept, people are trying. Tax up the poor man, feed up the fire. Money's just cash. Take money, take money, take money, take. Fake money, fake money, fake money, fake. Money ties, money ties, money ties, ayy. Money lies, money lies, money lies, ayy.
This had a very old school flow and vibe as well to it, which makes sense because a lot of old school hip hop had messages like this, powerful messages about politics, about the way the world should be, the way the world is right now, how to solve it, do all these things. That's what OG hip hop started on, right? It was a way to get your voice out. And I like that he understands this and he studied rap enough to know this is not the song to go crazy on with the flows and the internal rhyming, even though he had a lot of nice ones, but it was very slow cadence so that people could understand what he had to say. The instrumental wasn't going too crazy, so you could focus on the words here and the message. Shout out to Ren. This was a beautiful song, man. This is one of my favorite songs you've released this year. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Other Ren reactions or other reactions in general on my channel if you want to check it out.